Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing a video that I suggested on Instagram stories the other week, and it is how to cover hormonal acne. I have been suffering this since the start of 2017. Little background story, I changed pills late 2016. Once the old pill wore off, which I was on for my skin, I started to get acne. I haven't been on the pill for nearly a year and it keeps getting worse. I've had treatments at a skin specialist, I've been on antibiotics, and those things, they do tend to help, but they kind of only help in the short term. Everyone's skin journey is so different, but what I'm here today is to show you and share with you my best tips and tricks for covering up your acne scarring or active breakouts. At the moment, I am in between cycles, so today is a good day for my skin, thank God. But I do definitely have really bad days. Little disclaimer to start off with before we get into it. These are annoying, I know, but I just want to say, just because I cover up my acne doesn't mean you have to. You just do whatever you feel confident in doing. With that being said, let's get into my little tutorial. Okay, so because we're working with texture, I do like to prime my face with something that's going to try and blur out that texture, whether it be enlarged pores or try and smooth out the texture on the skin from the pimples, from the bumps underneath. I use like a blurring or silicone-based primer to smooth everything out. Two that I like are the Cover FX. This is the blurring primer, and then the Benefit Professional. I'm going to use the Cover FX one, and I just like to start in the middle of my face and just kind of spread it out, and then just apply some more to the troublesome areas of my face, and just a bit on the forehead. A few different ways you can go about covering up the acne. One step that sometimes I do before I apply my foundation is use a correcting concealer. This is the Model's Own little concealer palette. I mainly use these two here. I know I used to be really intimidated by the green concealer, but it is something that I've learned that it really can be beneficial for my acne and covering it up. So I just take some on my finger, and what it does is it just counteracts that redness and just takes it away. Now you'll notice that obviously, like, I've still got a bit of the redness there. It doesn't take it away completely, but the end result, you will hardly see the pimples anyway. So I just put it on like the main ones. This is also good for rosacea. So just trying to cover up the redness on the cheeks and the nose. On the surface, it doesn't look like we've done too much, but every little step does help. Before we get into foundation, there is another product that I do want to recommend. It is the It Cosmetics by Redness. Now, I bought this years ago on recommendation from Casey Holmes. She recommended this to cover up her redness, so that's what I got it for. Now I can see that I can use it to try and cover up my acne. So it's just like a little tiny jar, and inside it just looks like this. I'm just gonna pop it on a few like really like angry kind of spots here and just blend it out with my fingers. A little bit goes a long way. And I wouldn't use this for like an everyday kind of thing. I would just use this when needed, like as a extra cover up kind of thing. You can see that this has such high coverage, but I'm just going to use it on this side. This is like my more troublesome side at the moment anyway. So you can see that that's just taken away that extra bit of redness. Now on to foundation. So I'm going to recommend a couple of full coverage foundations that I have personally found cover the best with acne. I'm going to start with my favorite. It is the Huda Beauty Faux Filter Foundation. This foundation is probably my favorite foundation, to be honest. It is very full coverage. You need minimal of this product and it goes a long way. It gives me really good longevity. Not the best, and especially not in the heat, not in summer. However, it is definitely one of my favorites as it makes my skin look flawless and it provides amazing coverage, especially over my acne and redness. The next one that I'm going to mention, and the one that I think I'm going to use today, this is the Maybelline Super Stay Foundation. Now, This one is in the color 10 Ivory, and I think that this one will match me pretty good today. My tan's quite faded. This is amazing for a drugstore foundation. It has great coverage. It looks really flawless, and the longevity is actually really, really good as well. Super easy to apply. A little goes a long way, but you do need a lot more product than the Huda. But this is at a much more affordable price if you're looking for something from the drugstore. I do really love the Diorskin Forever foundation. This one's in the shade 31, and this is for when I am quite tan. Not as good a coverage as some of the other products, but longevity is good, and it's still got pretty good coverage. I haven't tried a lighter foundation in this though to know what the coverage is for like fair skin. Typically, the lighter you go with the foundation, the less coverage it has because it has less pigment in it. I do really also love the L'Oreal Infallible Total Cover Foundation. I have a few shades in this one, and this one is best applied with a brush. It does have really, really good coverage. You can tend to go over the top with it. It can look a little bit cakey sometimes. So you've just got to work out the right amount of coverage that you need. Another one that is full coverage is the Marc Jacobs Remarkable Foundation. This one can tend to go cakey also. You need very little product with it. The longevity isn't amazing, but it makes my skin look amazing when it first applies. However, yeah, it can separate and go cakey. I also, if I didn't mention, I do have oily skin, so longevity is an issue for me. One that I've recently tried out and really am a fan of is the Benefit Hello Happy Foundation. This is a soft blur foundation. I've been using this one over the last couple of weeks, and I actually really like it. The coverage is seemingly quite good, and however it feels quite light on the skin, so you get good coverage with still a light foundation, if you know what I mean, whereas some of these other ones can feel quite cakey. In saying that, obviously I do need to still use other steps with these foundations to make sure that my acne is completely covered, but that's what I'm going through in this whole video. I think I'm going to use Ivory today. I feel like you do get better coverage with a brush, but you can use a beauty blender as well. So I'm just going to take some straight onto a brush and just apply that. So that was just one pump, and this was to the side that had the It Cosmetics product on it as well. Now, obviously with the acne, you can cover up the redness and the scarring, but you're still going to have that texture. It's not something that you can really change, but you can see with one pump and using a brush, the coverage, that's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. Okay, so I'll take another pump on this side. You just want to like stipple it around kind of thing. You don't want to buff it too much because sometimes it can buff away the product into the brush and take it off of your face, like if you're really working it in there kind of thing. And this kind of product, you don't need to buff around too much. Just do my forehead as well. Okay, so there you can see is a full layer on the face. I will show you a close-up. All I really did was 3 pumps. So one on this side, one on this side, one there, and then a little bit of extra coverage in the center of the face, so the nose. So I feel like you get maximum coverage with not too much product, and the skin looks pretty good. It's got pretty good coverage. I feel like the It Cosmetics product really helped cover up these problem areas around here, whereas this you can still see like a little bit shining through, coming through there. But overall, it's not too bad compared to what it was. It's covered up a lot of my scarring. I don't actually have the right color for what I am today, but a product that I really, really love to finish concealing the acne, the scarring, is the NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer. So it comes in this little jar, and this just literally like melts into your skin. It leaves coverage there. You know, sometimes you can apply concealer and then by the time you blend it out, it's done nothing. This actually stays in place. So I have honey and vanilla. So I'm probably in between the two shades. So this is vanilla. So I'm just going to put like a little bit just on here and then take a little bit of honey over the top. and you'll see that that's just given those pimples there a little bit of extra coverage that they need. And then just go over with the brush and blend them out. I feel like I need the color Custard, but I just haven't purchased it at this point in time. I'm going to leave this side because I feel like it's pretty good. It's doing all right. With these products, a little goes a long way. You can use these under your eyes if you like. They're just really, really good at covering up imperfections. I'm just going to quickly do the concealer, and then I'm going to finish off the rest of my face. So I usually set my concealer underneath my eyes and on my nose with a translucent powder, something like the Laura Mercier powder. And then I set the rest of my face with a pressed powder. So I'm going to share with you some of my favorites which have a bit of coverage and longevity. I always do need to set my face as I have oily skin. The first one that I'm going to recommend is a Savvy pressed powder. Now this is the natural finish pressed powder, and you can get this in Priceline for around $5, I think. The next one that I want to mention is the Australis Fresh and Flawless pressed powder. Now this one I think is around $12 when it's full price, but this one has excellent coverage, and the only thing that I don't like about it is the packaging, because this plastic thing can tend to pop in, but it is a great little compact, and it comes with a mirror and a little sponge as well, so you can use it on the go. The last one that I want to mention is the NYX No Filter pressed powder. This one makes your skin look amazing. I only have it in this color Honey Beige. I do typically apply my powder with a brush. This one's just from Kmart, but I usually just pick it up and then press it into the skin. Make sure everything's nice and set and nice and matte. But you can also pick it up on your beauty sponge and press it into the skin. This gives a bit more coverage than when using a brush. So if you're after a little bit more coverage, I would recommend this technique. This is in the color Nude, by the way. Okay, I'm going to show you a close-up at this point in time. And now I'm going to finish off the rest of my makeup and then come back and show you the final result. Okay guys, I've finished my makeup and I just wanted to share with you my final product. This is how my skin turned out. Obviously, like I've got, you know, everything else going on, but I feel like my acne and my scarring, it's covered up really, really well. It's something that I am proud to achieve. So overall, you can't really see any redness. All you can see is the texture of the skin, I feel. You know, with just adding a few little extra steps, it makes it a lot easier to try and cover up that scarring or the redness, and it gives you a pretty flawless look, in my opinion. Obviously, you can achieve the same result using one of the other foundations that I have suggested. If you have any foundation suggestions, please leave them down below. I would love for everyone to be able to suggest things, help each other out as much as they can, because the situation, I guess, that, you know, I'm in and many of you are in, potentially while you're watching this video, it's not ideal, and I wish that we could all really help each other out, you know, suggest good products for different skin and everything like that. Anyway, I hope you've learned something from this video, and, you know, it gives you a little bit more confidence when applying foundation and a flawless base to cover your hormonal acne or whatever it is you're trying to cover it up. Obviously, don't feel the need to cover up everything if you don't want to. I just find that I feel more confident when my acne is hidden, and I can appreciate the rest of my makeup a little bit better. So if I spend a little bit of extra time on my eyes or my brows, I want them to be the focal point, not my acne, if you understand what I mean. Obviously, there's no shame in having acne. A lot of people do go through that. I'm going through that at this point in time, and there's definitely help if you need it. I would recommend highly to go and have a see your GP. If that doesn't work, then ask for a referral to a dermatologist. It can be quite expensive to see a dermatologist depending where you are in the world, but in my experience, it is definitely worth it. You can also go and see some skin specialist places who can work on extractions and peels and other treatments that can help your acne, and make sure you do have a really good skincare routine as well. I'm still trying to figure that all out. I don't have any of the answers yet, and as I said at the beginning of the video, my skin is actually, I'm between cycles, so my skin, although it looks still a mess, it's actually so much better than it was 2 weeks ago. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.